Okay, Aries. I've already pre-shuffled the cards. I'm going to do it one more time just so you can trust that I did it. Aries. My loves. I love my Aries. Okay, Aries. It looks like you just on your coin. Could be dealing with somebody with some water in their chart, maybe. Or someone's having a hard time throwing out some emotion to you. Is what I'm reading from this. But you guys are coming out of the cold, but at the same time, you're not really emotionally fulfilled. I'm going to have to clarify this. I know a few Aries, and I know a few Aries moons. So, looks like you'll be coming out of a time where there's no arguments, you know, very charismatic ideas coming your way for sure. But you'll be coming out of a time where there won't be any argument, too many arguments. Also, with the King of Cups here, someone could be offering you some emotional love. Okay, Aries. Yes. And with that happening, there'll be some type of justice here. Or you could be getting what you gave back. I like that. Yes, Aries. Yes. But you guys are coming out of the cold with each other. Someone is going to want to talk to you, but there is definitely some fire energy here. Maybe they could also have fire in their chart as well, or Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. But you guys are definitely kind of, you know, you about to receive the justice. Whatever karmatic energy that you've been throwing out there into the world, it's going to come. It's going to come. It'll be a fast-paced, busy-paced type thing going on, because you'll be coming out of a point of resting, you know, intellectual rest. You'll be coming into a point where you want new ideas. And then you'll come to a point where you'll need to make two decisions. Now, I do also see here that someone could possibly, I don't know why I always get this with Aries, but land travel. I think I got that in the last reading, that I definitely see land travel. Now, you will be receiving some messages from someone. Now, I'm not quite sure if you've been expecting the news you've been expecting from maybe social media, or some type of fulfillment, but your partner isn't feeling fulfilled, but you are expecting some type of news. And with the Page of Wands here, definitely some fire energy, which could be you. You could be the news receiver or the news giver, who knows, but you will be expecting some news. And also some emotional type of news that will set you into a balance. Okay. So, with the Temperance, you go into a place of balance. I definitely see that, Aries. And I feel like justice will come to you as you have given it to the universe. Whether it be with your partner, whatever you have put more into, or, you know, what you haven't put into, it will come back just the same. Now, there could be someone who is definitely possessive or greedy here, and they're kind of on a stuck standstill, and they're not receiving much clarity, but you, Aries, are balanced. But the only thing is if you're dealing with someone who isn't balanced, it will throw you off. And with the Knight of Cups in reverse here, they will kind of have an emotional unbalance for themselves. But you're going to go into a time where you go into renewal. You could be dealing with a Scorpio here as well. But you could be going into a time where you're going into renewal. You could be possibly making your job situation a lot more easier, trying to gain more clientele, or trying to be more smoother and renewing bonds that were probably broken. You're definitely coming out of a time where there's no more worry anymore. You kind of set some things in stone, and you're no longer feeling like, you know, the bottom is the only way down. So you might be limiting your beliefs or restricting yourself from certain beliefs. You could be bound to a certain way and it's limiting you from growing. I do see some legacy here. You could be dealing with family as well. Mom, dad, grandpa, auntie, uncle. Hide your kid, hide your wife. I don't know. But it looks like you're limiting yourself in your beliefs, but you are working with your family and working on yourself and learning possibly a trade maybe, or you could be getting your coin together and working on new things with your family. But you could be limiting yourself within love as well. Yeah, so as far as your partner, they're being very honest and open with what it is they have going on. You could be dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Definitely Pisces with the moon card here in reverse. But they're being quite open with you, which is always good. Communication is what you always want. You might not see them, you might not have a celebration, or things might not pop off as you would expect them to emotionally for this little bit of time. But they're being very honest and open with you, and there's this tie that's no longer really a tie. It's just you could be dealing with a Capricorn as well, or someone who is coming out of a period of addiction or bondage, or someone who could be into the dark arts with the High Priestess here, who has a hard time which is the High Priestess is definitely saying that you guys need to go within and you need to find a better source and tap into different things. Maybe go out and laugh, go dance or something like that. But you guys need to get out and do something different and explore and get the world turning. Because if you know that you're secure with your partner, or they're being honest with you, and things are being, out in the open, you have nothing to worry about. But once that happens, you're going to come into a place where you're having a hard time manifesting with the Magician here, and definitely Aries card. But you're having a hard time manifesting, or it could be that there were some arguments that ensued and you guys felt like you couldn't manifest after that argument, or you couldn't feel like things would be better with the... So, I mean... But there is definitely like renewal here. You might go into a place where you guys might argue for a little bit, but things might not be. They'll probably be really smug about shit, and that type of shit. And you'll come out of this place where, okay, I'll let bygones be bygones, or it's just a mundane little argument. So let me just put that in the past. But I also see that there could be definite renewal here, or someone could be trying to renew some things within themselves. There's definitely Aquarius here. And with the Fool here, you're kind of just, letting things happen and letting them be what they be, like I said. But you're also cutting things out that have a mental conflict between you or your partner. You're cutting shit out. You see his sword? He looks like he wants to just... Like, fuck that. All that mental shit and all that upsetness that I'm sitting in my bed, and then I'm bored and shit and I got the clouds. But I got to cut all that shit out because... what do they say? An idle mind is the devil's workshop. Yeah. So you're kind of just sitting around, hanging around, feeling like things aren't really going the way they're supposed to be. But then you come to a point where you might gain some popularity. You might have to come to a conclusion as far as maybe some money, or maybe spending time with this person. You might have to make a choice. Now with the Temperance here in reverse, making that choice might make you kind of feel off balance, but which is the right way to go. And then you got the Knight of Pentacles here. Like I said, it's definitely some type of travel, and I see the horse as well too. and all of the land and then the pinnacles. So definitely somebody who travels for money, or possibly someone who's like a delivery driver. I don't know why that's coming to me, but whatever. And then you're going to have to make a choice between whether or not you're going to choose social media type shit, or your brand opening, or you choose your creative abilities versus love. And it's going to come to a point where your partner and you are going to feel a little unbalanced. So let's take a look as to what that entails. Definitely could be dealing with the Pisces here. There is some air energy for sure. There's more air energy than there is water energy. But you guys are making communications clear, but then there might be some issues with certain things that you don't know about that might put you in a mental conflict, or you might overthink things that kind of make you feel a little tapped out and burnt out. But like I said before, this person seems pretty honest. But there might be a few things that you feel like you're left out on, or your partner might feel left out on. So don't worry yourself, cut that worry out. And like I said, there is some air energy here, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. They're cutting out what no longer serves them. Like, they're like, fuck this. I can't do that. That's not healthy for me. And that's cool. So, which is a good thing, because if you start to see red flags, which is why I first seen, and then I pull out this Hierophant, red flags of certain things, you kind of cut them out that no longer suited you, or however you felt about this person, or certain things that were little triggers or whatever, you kind of cut that shit out. Definitely some travel with these horses here. And I also see that you kind of like let your guard down once you cut those things out that no longer bothered you intellectually or kept you up at night. So you'll come out of a time where there's arguments, but you might kind of feel like unemotionally fulfilled for a while. And there's also some definite fire energy here. So you don't really cut out what no longer suits you, but you do try to be optimistic and show gratitude to what it is that you left behind, or what it is that you learned from that lesson. And with the Queen of Wands here and the King of Pentacles in reverse, they're both reversed. They are telling me that there is someone who's more focused on money and home, and kind of like coming together with their earth travels or traveling. And also, let's see, you could be receiving some news after you cut a few things out within this relationship, or within your financial situation. And with the Queen of Wands in reverse, you guys might be having some issues at home with trying to feel stable at home. So sometimes this news might set out arguments and feeling like you're not really knowing what's going on or where you stand with this person. Now, I do kind of get this King of Wands here that pops up out of nowhere, and these wands that pop up out of nowhere. And it's telling me that it could be a little smug player along in the mix. And this Devil card here might be a little addiction, or someone might have an addiction, a sexual addiction, some type of drinking addiction, something that's unknown or something that's known, or it could be a Capricorn. But I definitely see here that someone has some type of, maybe sex addiction. I don't know why. And I see like their tails coming out on the devil. So you'll be leaving something behind. And once you do that, they'll be feeling left out in the cold. And they'll be feeling like, oh, whoa, like, did this person really mean to put me in the cold like that? Or did they do that on purpose? So either you or your partner, something's really gonna go down. But there is definitely, let me get back to this card. There is definitely issues going on, that there's some addiction maybe, like something is happening that's uncontrollable, shall I say. So yeah, Aries, I mean, come on. What is popping off? So then you gather your emotions together. Even though you find out that this person could be a little, slick tongue, or like quick-witted in the mouth and how they feel about you, you will come with your emotions and comes to grips with them. And eventually, there could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio here in the mix as well. That might be a mothering figure to you, that might show you how things could possibly be. Or she'll show you that this is how it should be as a motherly figure. But then there'll be a Ten of Cups moment, Aries. Oh, okay. He done gave it to her. They chilling, drinking. Okay. Yes, I love it. So you guys are going to be basically just trying to get your coin and shit together. You're going to leave some shit behind. Okay, your New Year is going to come early. Okay. And you're going to be leaving that shit behind. And I respect it. For real. And you're going to be all about your coin. All about your coin. Now, this person whoever you're dealing with, could be a very selfish character. And they could be someone who's all about the money and kind of about themselves. So you might want to watch out for that, Aries. But other than that, you're going to have a great, great time. I promise you, by the end of the month, things are going to be smooth and coming out smooth. Now, it might be a little sexual addictions, smoking addictions, drinking addictions, whatever addictions it is, it might happen. I mean, it's the world. But, just try to limit yourself. And try to break those habits. All right, Aries. Until next time. Please like and subscribe. I respect and much gratitude to everyone who has subscribed so far. Thank you.